All right. Does everybody give me a thumbs up if you have something to write on? Constance, you have a piece of paper or a Smart Pal or a whiteboard,
Yes.
anything? Okay, good deal. Javion, you don't have anything to write on?
Yeah, I'm in my car.
Okay, well then you might have to just watch the video later and practice what we're practicing. If you can't practice, you can watch right now, but you'll have to practice later.
No, that's not.
Okay.
That's not it. She's asking if we have something to write on. What are you doing?
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice what you're going to be doing in your math lesson today. Okay. So in the math lesson, it is. Oh, hold on, Mike.
My mom just gave me something to write on.
Awesome. Thank you, Mama. Okay, so what you're going to be doing in your math lesson today is it is asking you to write things in word form and in expanded form. And so I wanted to make sure you knew how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to share my Smart Pal here so you can see it. It's very glary. Okay, so if my number was, let's see, 283,560. If that's my number, if I'm writing it in word form, you write it out just like you say it. So how do I read this? Who can read this number for me? Adrian, will you read it for me?
Yes, it's 283,560.
Right, and so I'm going to write that just like he read it. So I would write 280, whoops, I wanted to write the number instead of the word. My bad. 83. And then there's that comma that tells me to say 1,000, so I'll write 1,000. 283,560. Now, did I have to put anything in for that zero? Do I? No. Okay, that zero is just there. So you're writing it out just like you read it when you're writing it in word form. So when I read this, I read 283,560. That's what I write here, 283,560. Adrian, question?
It's actually a comment about word form. I thought we were doing math, not ELA.
Well,
Writing.
it kind of is a little both today, isn't it? Okay. Now, so this is word form. I'm going to write that off to the side. Word form. Okay. The standard form, or excuse me, not the standard, the expanded form. The expanded form is taking each one of these and writing it out with the zeros behind it. So here's the 2 in the hundred thousands column, right? So if I wrote it, that out in expanded form, I would write the 2, but then I'd count how many zeros need to come behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I'd write 5 zeros behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, you put a comma 3 spots in. So 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, nope, I don't need to put any more. Okay, so that's the 200,000 written out in expanded form. Okay, then I'm going to put plus, and I'm going to do the same thing with the 8. So I'd write the 8 down. Everybody show me with your fingers how many zeros I need to put behind the 8. So start here and count how many spots are still open behind it. Yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write that behind the 8. And then I'm going to put plus. And then I have to go to the next number, and that's the 3. And so I write the 3 down. Show me with your fingers how many zeros I'm going to put behind the 3. Adriana, see how it's in the thousands place? Count how many zeros would go there. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. So I put 3 zeros behind that. And then I'm going to keep going because I still have numbers to go. There's the 5. How many zeros am I going to put behind the 5? Yeah, 2. Okay. Keep going. Now I got the 6. So I'm going to write the 6 down. How many zeros am I going to put behind the 6? Yep, just 1. And then because there's nothing in the ones place, you can either not write anything else, or if you want to write the +0, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Okay? But this is the word form and the expanded form. That's what they're asking for today when you're doing your homework. It's going to say, here's the number, put it in the numbers chart, then tell what it would be in word form, tell it what it would be in expanded form. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you think you got it, thumbs sideways if you're kind of there, or thumbs down, you really don't have any clue right this second. And that means I need to explain again. Preston, I can't see your thumb. Your camera's down or up too high. Okay, good. Okay, so Constance is sideways. Constance, is it the word form or the expanded form that you're struggling on?
Both.
Or both? Which one? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Both.
Both? Okay, so I'm actually, since everybody else gave me a thumbs up, Constance, I'm going to actually stick with you here in a second. We'll go over again. I'm going to go over the other problem that is on your seesaw today. And that way, those friends that understand it, they can go get busy. Okay, now I'm going to actually flip this over so I don't have to. Nope, I'm going to erase. I'm just going to go ahead and erase. So the other problem that they give you is a word problem. And of course, when you do word problems, I want you to do read, write, draw. So you'll read the problem, and then I want you to draw out one of these boards to help you out, and then answer it in a complete sentence, okay? So I'm not going to tell you the exact problem, but I'm going to give you an example. It would be something like if I said I had one $1,000 bill, and my husband said he had 10 $100 bills, and I said, who has more money? Well, if I plug that in up here, if I plugged it in and I said I had one $1,000 bill, then I have how much money?
$1,000.
$1,000, right? But my husband, he has 10 $100 bills. So what we learned yesterday was when we times something by 10, it pushes everything over, right? So if I push it over and I say he had, whoops, let me start again. If he says he has 100 of them, but he has 10 of them, then that makes everything go this direction, right? So who has more? Me or him?
Neither.
Neither. We have equal amounts, right? So if the question was who has more, I would say we both have $1,000. Okay. So there it is shown out in my drawing, because this chart helps with or is considered the drawing, and then I wrote it out. So reading would be reading the question, making this chart with it filled in is the drawing, and then answering a complete sentence is writing it out. Okay, so on the very last problem where it says read, draw, write, that's what I'm expecting from you, is for you to fill it out in a chart like this. Okay, thumbs up if you got it. Okay, if you're good to go, then you can go work on your seesaw assignment. And there's only 2 pages today, but make sure you do both pages, okay? Any questions before you go? Okay, I know Constance is going to stick on here with me so I can do a few more practice problems. If you're a person that you're like, oh, I might need a few more practice problems too, feel free to stick on, okay? If not, bye, see ya, and I'll see you at 2 o'clock for the read aloud.
Bye.
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 All right. Constance, so I'm gonna change it back to my webcam here. Okay, so if, erase, if it says, or if I write this number, what number is that? Can you read that number for me?
1,283.
So that's exactly how you would write it out for word form, just how you just said it. You would write 1,283. Okay, that's word form, just how you say it, just how you read it. Okay. Expanded form is taking each one of these numbers and plugging the zeros behind it. So for the 1,000, I would write the 1 down. How many zeros am I going to put behind it? Do you know?
3.
3, you're right. 1, 2, 3. And then plus, if I put the 2 down, how many zeros am I going to put behind it?
2.
2. Okay, then plus, the next number is the 8. So how many zeros am I going to put behind the 8? 1, that's right. And then 3, do I put any zeros behind the 3?
No.
No. Okay, so this is the word form. This is the expanded form. Okay, does that help you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. If you need more help, you let me know after read aloud, okay? But you've got about 30 minutes that you can go work on the math assignment before the read aloud time, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye, see ya.